Hey everybody, so I'm just going to apologise in advance. I feel like this is going to be an absolute mishmash of a video. I'm going to be adding clips from Tony's live. I have just uploaded as well a full live of his in a separate video on my YouTube, but this video is going to be compiling other clips that I have obtained elsewhere from Tony last night. I'm going to try and not talk as much because I do think it's important that everyone hears exactly what he is saying. I genuinely think that if any of the bigger creators who stand with Tony are happening to watch this video right now, then listen, I'm talking directly to you. What the hell are you doing standing by this man? Some of you are hunter teams, and how can anybody trust a hunter team that so firmly stands with a man who is constantly going against women and going against victims? It's not a good look. And your reputation should be one of the most important things to you, because without a good reputation, a hunting team is nothing. And if you're willing to soil your reputation by standing with this awful man, then you've only got yourself to blame. So let's kick off with the first video.
I ever heard of him. Boys, pedophiles' life matters.
I've just screenshotted them.
Like the bunch of spacers.
No, because obviously I've had a falling out with the PLM before, and these are all obviously the PLM supporters in there. Oh, Lisa, you're getting no box. The only box you need is when you're buried. To be honest, I've screenshotted your account, and everything's gone up in a poster for you. To be honest with you, young one, you need locking up.
The face that is.
Honestly, what's happened with you? Cause you're all right.
All good, bro. All good, man. I'm literally about to fall asleep. No.
I'm gonna go, apart from the PLM people in me chat, I was ready. I would just come on to say goodnight to people, and then all of a sudden, Lisa from PLM, Geordie Lisa 2.0 PLM, Karen Harrison 26 PLM, and
Are these self-confessed? Do they admit this? Like,
yeah, 100%. They're in that actual pedophiles' lives matter.
Just pausing to state here that none of these women are in that group. These are all victims of DV. And this is the way that Tony is mocking their situation.
I'm going to send that across to the Hunter group
please,
right now. But the one that came in, Judas Judas. I think she just broke up with Purple Aki, but I'm not sure. I can't confirm that. But I'll have to double check.
Is Karen Harrison, is she part of that?
Yeah. Screenshot them too. Like I send them back in Ireland.
Oh, look at the name. The name is Karen. The name gives it away anyway.
Yes. No, don't block them. Don't block them. I want them to know that they're getting sent.
Ask Liz.
Can we send them in the groups to your side, Paddy, as well? They won't come into my chat laughing again. Karen Harrison 26. She 100% PLM. 100%.
Straight up PLM. Boys, there should be no way, unless like you have children, that it ever happens to.
No, I swear to God.
Pedophile is destroying your life altogether. So it's the children.
No, they come in try to play the clap song, and then I know from last year that all the Purple Hearts was resembling that group, and I'm not apologising for that. And you don't come up into the box and play that song, and then all of them putting Purple Hearts in it. They're definitely from that group, because I was arguing with that group earlier on. Can we go through the profile mods? Don't type nothing. Don't say yes. Just go through the profiles, because they block you, and just get as much info as you can for the posters.
Oh, posters. Tony, you know that I love a poster, except the posters that I have actually contain facts, unlike your absolute shameful excuse for posters that you tried to distribute. You know, the thing about awareness posters is you need to make sure that the information you're putting on them is actually true, and not just some random allegation that you've seen in a TikTok video and ran with it.
Bond, what's the story, brother?
Patrick, how are you keeping anyways? Oh, you are, Karen. 100% you have. Just screenshot your account was already sent across to the groups.
Karen, I'm getting your band taken off TikTok. Or your
band.
I'm getting you taken off TikTok now. You're getting reported. Especially when you're supporting pedophiles.
Yeah.
You've got this so wrong, Tony. Lisa is trying to tell you the Purple Heart is for DV survivors.
No, they put the Purple Hearts up when the person come in and put the clap song up. They knew what they were doing, and now that they know that they're getting exposed around the country, they're starting to backtrack. That's the truth. They're starting to backtrack.
Tony, I see this. I can see the sly way of them doing that as well.
I can see what they're doing.
I get it.
I'm not stupid. I can see what they're doing.
Very sly people on this app. I've seen it all.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not stupid. I can see what they're doing. Listen,
I can tell you she stands with survivors. Yeah, everyone stands with survivors. But what he's trying to say is them hearts don't mean survivors. They have their own way of telling them.
Yeah, 100%.
He knows exactly what it means.
Listen, I couldn't give a fuck of anyone coming in here talking shit to me. Them Purple Hearts, all of that group came in here, came into my box and played the clap song, which is on my live recording. So don't come in here chatting shit. I know, because we were speaking about a certain group earlier on. I know who you are. And that's it. Don't come in here trying to play ball games, because Expose is another one that I need to look into again. You're not survivors because you make a laugh at victims. You make a laugh at victims. So don't talk to me about survivors, yeah? You don't even have to spell it. Never mind say it.
Says you sat there in a box with a man who can't even spell the word back. Okay.
Hey, Tony, what's this clap song? Is it like a racist, or is it like a weird...
No, it's meant to be for peddlers, which the group they're in.
Fuck.
That's why they come in and played it and then put all the Purple Hearts.
Carry on, please.
Yeah, if you were survivors, you would never have come in and played that song.
Tony is a beast. Tony is a beast. Tony is a beast. Tony is a beast.
I couldn't give a fuck how them women feels. Imagine how I feel. You're putting in a peddler song to me, a song that's known across the app, Charlie. Screenshot Charlie's account, please, Paddy, and send her across as well. She's another one. Look at all these profiles and pictures. Look, Charlie Oxygen, look at these. And do you want me to take them serious? Charlie, do you know what you do? Take that oxygen mask off and bury yourself 6 foot deep, you dirty scumbag. Get her out of the chat. Block that prostitute. Yes, I called you a prostitute.
I mean, friends of Tony's, what do you think about this? Is that an acceptable way to speak to a woman? To speak to a victim? Do you not think that's wholly disgusting, and this is the type of person that you should be calling out instead of being friends with?
That shit happens, man. You're probably right. And I'll go for give me that. I'm only messing, boys.
Seriously, coming in here playing clap songs to me when I have 2 daughters and putting up a load of Purple Hearts, screen recording. Record this. You're a pack of sickos.
Go on, Tony.
You're a pack of sickos. That's what you are. Honestly, you're a pack of sickos.
Anyone here in the chat that actually supports them, can you let us know? Like, and why do you support
them? You don't give a shit about my children. What the fuck should I give a shit about you for? Huh? Trying to come into my life playing that stuff like it's a game. No way, not in a million fucking years. Are you serious? Are you sick?
A good carry-out. Get in, son.
And we've had the best posters of them tomorrow that you ever seen in your life.
I'm gonna let you go, brother, but don't pass the heat in them. They know what they're at.
Mac, I'm not on here for long anyways. I'm ready to go to sleep.
I get what you're saying with how people can be sly doing that shit. They know exactly.
Yeah, 100%. Haley comic.
Surely not. The person who was just mocking someone's ability to spell can't say the simple word comet. It's comet, Tony. A comet and a comic are 2 completely different things, you fucking idiot.
Hell of a life it about me, but we're gonna fire back at Haley comic for the rest of our life. Haley should never let people in the boxes speaking about people. Haley, I hope you have proof for the things you allowed to be said about me all night. I hope you have proof on it. The Mac, we'll catch up in the morning, yeah?
Brother, 100%. You enjoy.
Go on, yeah? God bless you and your family. I'll speak to you shortly, yeah? All right, go on. All the best. Listen, your little joke is worn off you now, yeah? I can show that screen recording of everything, yeah? I can show it. Well, this will be... Listen, fuck your mother, fuck your grandmother, and fuck your FYP. You think people are going to come in here and play a song like that when I've got children at home?
Yeah, but Tony May, you see, the thing is, I also have children at home. And last night when I was in those lives, my child was tucked up asleep upstairs and I was downstairs. You, however, were drunk out of your head in a car. Why were you not at home with the children?
And you think I'm bothered about your FYP? I can download my live feed and show that you group came in with your purple hearts.
My God, Tony, you're so fucking stupid. You surely realise, you surely looked at your live replays before to know that if you look at your live replay, you don't get to see the comments. So what the fuck are you talking about?
And your clap clap song thinking you're having a joke because you're exposed mates. Yeah? Exposed needs to realise I've got 2 daughters. Exposed might hide behind a fake account, but I don't. Every one of ye that talks about exposing people are hiding behind fake accounts. What are ye worried about? How the fuck are you even getting the time of day? But we'll continue that tomorrow. Listen, Paddy, did you screenshot them? Send them over into the groups, will you please? Thank you. Right, people, we'll catch up.
So there's Tony's live from last night. So you can see the way that he speaks to women, the way that he speaks to victims, because the purple heart emoji has always been associated with victims and survivors of domestic abuse. And that group may have tried to take that as their own, but anyone with even a quarter of a brain knows that that's not the case. However, Tony manipulated that in order for him to be able to attack victims as he loves to do so often, which I would like to bring to your attention another video of Tony mocking a victim, and not just mocking a victim, but mocking one of his victims.
So, Miss McCarthy, you state that I have domestic violence abuses under my name. Is it possible you could provide some sort of evidence or conviction dates for these cases? What is so funny, Miss McCarthy?
Listen here, give me back my fucking daughter, and then I can go back to the Albanians and get fucked up.
Miss McCarthy, you also stated that on multiple occasions I would frequent your property, and I would always promise you that I would return your daughter the following day. However, Miss McCarthy, it took you 4 months to realise that I was lying, and just 2 weeks before Christmas, you decided...
I need my daughter!
You decided that you wanted to spend Christmas with your daughter and disrupt my Christmas, Miss McCarthy, and decided I was actually a danger to myself, to my daughter, and to society. And not only are you seeking your daughter back to have her in possession, you are also stopping me from leaving the country, although, Miss McCarthy, you are the one who has applied and are in receipt of the children's passports. How, Miss McCarthy, when you have all my documentation and Sienna's documentation and Thomas Anthony's documentation, do you expect me to leave the country, either myself or my kids? Prostitute.
It's almost as if this face was created to go on an awareness poster, right? Next, I just want to play a voice note that came from Tony. I'm not sure exactly who the recipient of this voice note was. However, he was talking about his ex, Bryony. And he also refers in this voice note to saying something really awful about someone's child. And also uses some disgusting ableist slurs.
Brian knows about our place. I booked a date for us. I booked a date for us, which is next down. Mush, you're a handicap boy. I beg of you, go to bed, please, Bryony. Ride the cook of him for a minute and put him to sleep, please. Listen, me and you know we got what we got. Yeah, me and you is who we are. Anytime I see you, see me. You can make out in front of him, But trust me, my friend, I'd love to watch her cum dripping out of her. Ahoy! Brother, I fucked her top to bottom, you dirty handicap boy. You were getting slops from every man around the country. You dirty handicap boy. You were getting slops. Honestly. And listen, you know what? I'm thinking twice whether to fuck her or not when she comes to London. But trust me, mate, if anyone spoke about my daughter the way I spoke about yours, I would be there, ass Bryony. You're a pussy, mate, and you're nothing further than that. And if I ever decide to come up them sides one of the days, I will show you how much of a big man you are. Believe me on that. Borrow my ex, Mrs. Fanny, for a while. When I want her back, I'll take her back. When she comes back down to London, she's mine. While she's in Telford, you can borrow her. Good night, God bless.
I mean, even without full context, you can just see how disgusting that voice note is. The way that Tony speaks about women, and especially towards the end of that second voice note, you can see that he regards women as a property, as in he can take her back. Like, her decision doesn't matter in this situation. He thinks that he has ownership over women. And the way that he views women and speaks about women is sickening. I'm not sure why any woman would go anywhere near someone like that. I'm not sure what he could offer to a relationship. The majority of times that you see Tony on live, it's late at night and he's drunk and he's outside in his car. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but I cannot understand the allure of a relationship with someone like that, who instead of spending time with their partner would prefer to sit in a car outside. It's very strange behavior, Tony, but you are a very strange man.
For weeks, your face I am busting the second you get out of that jail. I promise with you, before you know it, I'm going to be standing beside you and I'm going to be busting you with a slap.
One thing that you will notice about Tony is that he is so profoundly violent in a lot of things that he says. He will often try to arrange meetups for a scrap with someone. He frequently, like in the clip we've just seen, will threaten people with violence. And I'm not going to upload the clip on here because it is really awful. But there is a clip that was posted by Gypsy Queen on TikTok where you see Tony throw a pint of beer in a man's face. It's horrendous. He's clearly a very violent man with a very disrespectful and harmful view on women. And that equals a very dangerous person.
He's my person who I've got. I haven't learned anything from that.
Did you learn anything from that? Would you ever send messages like that again or speak to someone like that again? No? So, yeah, as bad as it was,
exposed,
mate, yeah,
I'm going to drop. So,
listen, I still heard what I heard that day on that voice note, and it rattled my cage.
Would you get a punch again?
What's that?
You said to me, I learned what I learned.
No, I've already had this out with you, Tony. We had the live. Remember, you kicked me from the box.
You just said to me, which is recorded on
I said, would you do it again? The text again and the voice note. The voice note and the text.
Would you do it again? But would I see
the text? Oh my God, Tony!
Would you get punched in the face again?
I mean, he's literally asking a victim of DV, would you get punched in the face again? I genuinely think that some people are just either actually blind or just being willfully blind to this person. Like, how can anybody say that this is okay? He quite clearly knows what he's saying. He knows the reaction that he's trying to get from the women that he has been abusing last night. And I'm going to say that word abusing because that's exactly what he was doing. He went from box to box trying to instigate arguments with women. He did it for a good few hours. And I could post all of the video clips, but they were all along the same vein as what we've previously seen. I was in the box myself because the way that this whole thing started last night was with Miss Remy, who is one of the most amazing women that I've seen on the app in a long time. And Tony decided that tonight he was going to go for Remy because she was on a sub-only live and her live title still mentioned a conversation that was happening previously about pedophiles on the app. And instead of being a grown-up like, you know, the majority of people would do, Tony decided, instead of going to speak to Remy, that he was going to jump in No Face's box and have a go about it, which was just ridiculous. But hey, Tony, we don't expect anything less from you. So I went and got in No Face's box myself to try and ask him about it. And instead of having an adult conversation with me, because I went in there very respectfully, he decided to insult me. He decided to scream over me. He completely refused to acknowledge the fact that the claim he was making, which was that Remy should not have been going live on a sub-only live, which involves money, when talking about pedophiles. However, every single awareness and exposure live that Tony has ever done, he's done with his gifts on. Now, if he truly believed in what he was saying with regards to money being sent whilst discussing these sensitive matters, he would have turned his gifts off, but every single time he leaves them on. Every single time he pauses the chat to say, everybody, we've got 1.8k viewers in here. Make sure you're doing this. Make sure you're doing that. Because that's all that he truly cares about. He doesn't care about the victims, and it's very clear to see because of the way he speaks about victims. And now we know that wrong-uns do stick with wrong-uns, so let's have a little watch of when Tony went into Delusive Angie's box to talk about this and referred to me as the manager of Greg's and also a ham sandwich.
But you can't charge £3. I don't care who gives an excuse. Even if you're best friends with the manager of Greg's, Miss Baguette, you cannot be excused for charging £3.
Yeah. So did she have that on sub-only watch or like sub-chat only or something when she was
Sub-only live? I got 60 seconds. Look what it says.
Sub-only live.
Oh, really?
Pedlords on the app. Look.
And put it this way, if you bring that awareness...
Read it correctly. Not just sub-only live. Read the whole lot.
Pedlos on the app. Pedos on the app. Pedlos on the app.
No, I'm really shocked by that, Remy, because I thought she was genuine, you know, when she used to come in Angie's box all the time.
Yeah, but with all due respect, that woman has shown her true colours sometimes, and she's let her mask slip a couple of times.
And this Alfie one, I guarantee you at some point in the future there will be an awareness video about him because he's one of the most vile creatures on the entire app.
Yeah, like the way she's went on about Angie.
You can't charge £3 to give advice to families on the app, fathers or mothers that has kids on this app, charging £3 to give information. No, get out of my face. And then Miss Baguette, ham sandwich, came in and tried to tell me, oh, you done that before? No, I drove up and down the country and I've done so many things with my fucking gifts off.
Ah, Tony, you're such a fucking small boy liar. You did not have your gifts off. And driving up and down the country, I mean, you drove to Manchester using posters consisting of incorrect information to distribute about Elphaba. You dropped off posters in Liverpool and left them with a woman in the middle of the night. And then you drove to Dave the Rave's house, spoke to him through your passenger window, was very friendly with him, and then basically just wished him a good day and drove off. Like, you really think that you're doing something, but you're actually doing fuck all. You're not protecting any victims. You're not even doing anything against the perpetrators. You're just making an absolute fucking show of yourself on live, and most of the time you're pissed and driving. Like, Tony, you're a fucking embarrassment. How did you get such a high perception of yourself?
And you want to tell me that? No way. Was it me or anyone got a unit this morning? Was it me or anyone else up in the rankings and never hit them once? Do you understand? But after fucking midnight, I fucking will.
Oh, what's this? Tony once again revolving everything around money and clout. Tony, I totally never would have expected this from you. Not you of all people. You fucking idiot. So what if Remy got a uni? You know what? She deserved it. It's absolutely hilarious that it's showing that you're just jealous.
Because I'm sick of this bullshit. I'm sick of this two-faced carry on. £3 to speak about pedlars. What?
And the thing And
Could
the
you
thing
imagine
is-
if Angie was doing that live though? That like Miss Spaghetti would be on it like a car bonnet. She'd be like,
Exactly.
oh, she's
Angie, if
profiting.
you had to charge £3 to inform people about paedophiles on the app, you would be plastered on the FYP right now. But this woman, let's make excuses. Let's get Ham Sandwich in to make excuses.
And the worst thing is, listen, the worst thing is, them two people has got Chavies theirself.
Exactly.
Was there
And
a
charging
reason?
£3.
Can I ask? Because there's a reason why she put it on sub only. What was her reasoning for it? Did she not? Do you know?
Apparently, people are trying to say that she does it every day, but now she's in a non-sub live. So how would you be able to type pedlos and then see sub only, but then tonight you can take it off sub only? Don't make sense.
Listen, she's only taken herself off of the sub only because she knows the uproar she's caused.
Alfie, you're such an uneducated little fuck. Remy does a sub-only live every Wednesday for her subs. She forgot to change the title of it.
Yeah, she's been watching the comments.
Who would have ever thought that people in Angie's boxes would be talking about stuff that they know nothing about? But you're not exactly the brightest bunch of sparks, are you? This is just ridiculous. Like, I don't understand why anyone is entertaining Tony or anything he says. But yeah, I think I'll wrap this up for now. As I said, this was always going to be a very all over the place video because I was seeking out the videos as I was making it. There are some videos that I know are out there that I've been unable to find, but I'm pretty certain that a part 2 will be in the works given the way that this person is acting recently. So take a good look at this photograph. Be very wary of this man because he is a dangerous, dangerous man. And the way that he treats women is just absolutely reprehensible. I really do fear for the women who are in his life because I can't even imagine how it must feel to be trapped in a coercive control relationship with someone as aggressive and abusive as this man is. But I'm sure within the next few days I will be able to collate a part 2 to this if I manage to seek out some of the things that I was unable to find today, but I really do want to get this video up quickly. Please leave a comment down below, let me know what you think, and subscribe to the channel. I do try to upload frequently, however I do sometimes forget and just focus on TikTok, but I will always do a big mass upload of everything I've got to put up. So yeah, thanks for watching guys.